another string. And this time, what did I say? Okay, let's do open bracket, S semicolon, S semicolon, close bracket. So again, we will start with P derives S because we have to start with P and then we don't have any other choice in this grammar. Now, where are we going to go with this S? Well, S's can either give us strings that begin with lowercase s's, or they can give us strings that begin with curly brackets. In this case, we need to derive a string that's going to begin with a curly bracket. So that becomes our guide to say we should probably choose that second production for S. And so we derive S as curly bracket L, close curly bracket. Now then, we have the question of what do we do with the L in there? So we're going to have our curly bracket still, but now we need to take L to something. And L can either take us to a single S, which would give us a lowercase s, and we do need that, or a curly bracket. No, we can't use that. But if we take L just to that S, that will get us one S semicolon, and we're going to need two. So the fact that we need two repetitions of that sort of cues us in that we probably want this first production. And again, if that's not clear, well, there's nothing that says you can't actually work it through and say, all right, let me derive that. And now we're stuck because we don't have any variables left in that expression that we can play with, but we haven't found the string we were looking for. In fact, we found the string from the previous example. And so at that point, we have to say, let's back up. Did we have another choice there? Well, yes, we could have done. But it's pretty clear that's not getting us any closer to what we wanted. All right, back up. Do we have any other choices for how to expand that S? No, we don't. So we back up here and say, well, did we have any choices for how to expand the L? And yes, we could have done what we should have done in the first place, which is say we've got two things we're trying to derive. And so let's go for that. All right, now we have a choice of two variables to expand. We could work, this is the first time in working with this grammar we've had that choice. It is perfectly valid to choose either one of these. Okay, your choice. I'm going to work from left to right, given a choice. So I'm going to start by asking about this S. What can we do with this S? Well, again, S's, capital S's give us strings that either begin with the lowercase s or the curly brackets. And looking at the string I want to generate, it's pretty clear I want the lowercase s. So we will apply the production. S goes to lowercase s semicolon. And now I've only got one variable left in my string. So now we have to work on the L. And working on the L, I have a choice. I can take it to SL or S. Now, my essential understanding, which I hope people have sort of clued into here, is that this is my base case, this production on the right. That's my way of saying I only want to generate one thing from this L. Or that one thing could be inside brackets, which means it could be a bunch of things inside brackets, but it's one pair of brackets or one of these. Okay? This is going to get me at least two things, which will be some mixture of S semicolons or things in brackets. I've already got all except this accounted for in my string, so I don't need two things. I only need one. So it seems like I should just let that L derive a single S. And now I can see that the only thing missing from this string is the second S semicolon, and I can get that directly as the first production for capital S. And let's take care of that unfortunate line wrap there. And so I've derived that string.